Yo, this is from my first international tournament ever. Electronic Sports World Cup 2003. Someone must have used some kind of application to be able to watch the replay in glorious 4:3 ratio, so that we actually have a really high YouTube quality recording of my game against Intax. Yeah, there we go. ESO.nl Grubby. That was my first real Warcraft 3 clan. This is really cool, guys. I joined this Dutch team called ESO.nl. No salary, of course. I was 17. I was in my penultimate year in high school. And this was for the Electronic Sports World Cup, which was in Poitiers, France. It was in summer and it was wonderful weather.
Your building is
We took a bus to France. All the Dutchies took a bus to France together. And there was a Counter-Strike team, a Dutch Counter-Strike team, and there was just myself. And their sense of humor was farting. So I didn't really enjoy the trip too much. They also bothered me after they lost early and started drinking in my same place of the hotel because they put the Dutchies together. So then it was that year that I started hating Counter-Strike players. Because every single time there was a Dutch Counter-Strike team, they would lose like shit, get drunk, shit-faced, and then keep me up and try to ruin my chances. I know it wasn't personal, but it was enough for me to dislike any tournament having a Dutch Counter-Strike team in attendance as well. So I actually cheered a lot for the Dutch Counter-Strike team, just so that they wouldn't drink too early. Anyway, this event was pretty cool. I had played 3 offline tournaments so far. Net Games, which was a Dutch bring your own computer event, which had a €100 prize money, which I spent on Dutch snacks like French fries, Mexicano, croquette, frikandel, you know, those kind of, and I treated my friends. And then there was 2 other, Drome.nl. Drome was also a bring your own computer event, and there was one more I forgot the name of. Anyway, I'd been to 3 LANs, and I had won all 3. €100, €100, and €200 for the 3rd tournament, which was insane. Yeah, Regroup. How did you know? That's correct. Netgames, Regroup, and Drome were my first 3 LANs. I won them all, and I won €200 at the 3rd event, which was insane. And this was my first international tournament, and I was still Night Elf for all of these events. Looks like I lost to the creep camp. What the fuck? I almost lost to the creep camp. Oh my god. I mean, I guess this was just the creep route. He kind of struggled as well. We're both green, by the way. Back then, tournament orgs let you get away with anything. Green map. Pick dark green versus light green, no problem. Fuck the observers, right? This was Reign of Chaos as well, so every creep gives like 30 gold or more, or it could be like 150 gold for a high-level creep. It was a lot. You could also creep to level 10 instead of capped at 5. Pretty funny, the Reign of Chaos rule set. And at this event, a couple of really cool things happened. I met my first Korean person ever. Like in general, in life. But also my first Korean, the first Korean pro gamer. I met Showtime Vera, and I was actually a fan of him. And I was so nervous about meeting him. And he had some other friends with him. And it was just me. I was wearing shorts, maybe slippers, like sandals. Very short shorts, colorful. A t-shirt. It was a young, cute boy. And then this guy was like 2 years older or something. He looked cool and handsome, and he was very skilled and had been copying his replays and watching his replays, and he was in a group and whatnot. I was like, oh man, I want to say I'm a fan of his, but I don't know what to say. And he's not going to know me, and it's going to be cringe, and he's going to see me coming already. And then I'm like, I walked up to him, and he said, hey, you're Grubby. I was like, what? He knows me. That's so cool. That made the whole thing a lot easier. Then I was like, yo, Showtime, what's up? No, I wasn't. I don't know what I said. I'm sure I wasn't cool and chill. But I was a fan. It was cool meeting him. So then I played the opening match, the inaugural match of ESWC, to kick off the whole thing. And it was being held in this very cute, picturesque cinema. The event itself, I don't know exactly what kind of venue it was, but they had cinema. I think it was like a theater establishment, all kinds of different theater and opera or whatever. And the little cinema had occupancy for 200 people. They had red velvety chairs. There were camera crews of local French television. They were interviewing Intox, because by now Intox had been an experienced international player already. He was also quite handsome, and something impossible, he had a girlfriend. He was a gamer, but he had a girlfriend. So he had it made. He was successful already. He had played tournaments. He had won tournaments. Right? He had a girlfriend. He had everything I wanted. Not like I want his girlfriend in particular, but like in general, you know. And I was like, I was very impressed by that. A Korean girlfriend, right? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Do I have a girlfriend? I don't have a girlfriend, no. I have a wife, which is better. But I didn't have a girlfriend back then too. It's a long time ago.
Your building is complete.
Yeah, and then I was gonna play the opening match for ESWC against this guy, and he had his camera crews watching him, and he had his girlfriend watching him, and I had nobody watching me. So I was quite worried. And I don't actually remember the result of this game that we're watching right now. But I think I do remember, actually. I believe I won 2-0. I think I won it against my surprise. Why is wife better than girlfriend? Oh, because they can't leave. They're not allowed to leave. It's wife for life, right? That was a joke. That was a joke. Borat, very nice. Oh, actually, that's true. They can leave with half your shit. Yeah, or you with half of theirs. Mine left, lol. Oh. Oh wait, it's true? Man, that's Monkas. But you're probably the better for it, Coach Comfy. First message chatter also. I hope mine leaves. Anyway, back to Warcraft 3. This looks like a pretty cool game. We have a very diverse army of archers. And we've also got archers. By the way, is it just me or do Reign of Chaos archers deal so much damage? Look at this. Ancients of War 2, both of us. Hunter's Hall, upgrades, tier 3, marksmanship. Their damage is insane. I think the damage type was different. The calculation must have been different. Or they just had more damage. They do so much damage. They're kind of like stimmed Marines. I'm actually in shock of how much damage we're taking from creeps as well. Yo, thanks for the sub, Caparino. How's your wife doing? Anyway, archers were still insane in Rock. I think it was different damage type or something. 19 to 22. Okay, so I think probably they did do more damage. And also maybe 50% instead of 25. Weren't Huntress better option was before they got unarmored? Yeah, I think it's before unarmored. But I still think Huntress suffered from the range problem. They were probably like heavy armor or something. By the way, I love how the units in Reign of Chaos are like red. You see how they all are wearing like a red coat? I saw it on the earlier trolls already and it looked super cute. And these all have red as well. I wonder if they thought it's not visible enough because red is supposed to be beholden to player color red. But it looks super cool. Yeah, that Ogre died super fast. Keep in mind, look, they all have a red mane as well. It's really nice. Or burgundy. Well, he's selling... What? Intox just sold everything. He sold 4 sentry wards and a slippers. Now, let me tell you something. As someone that has had the benefit of hindsight, 21 years later, there's a little awareness moment. 21 years later, I'm gonna say that selling slippers is not okay. Is not correct, I think. But of course, buying double heal scroll and heal pot is nice, of course. Slippers is one of the best items on Demon Hunter. He's the tank for the army. Yo, he just used heal scroll. Look, I'm keeping everything. I'm a hoarder. This is my behavior from. Did I have an orb of fire? I have orb of fire. Did you see that? You can find orb of fire. Anyway, this is my RPG behavior. Keep every single item. Heal pot, rejuve, claws, 1 charge of lightning shield, no problem. 1 gauntlet of strength, keep it.
I stand ready.
Behavior from the Great Depression. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I'm probably thrifty because my grandma from my Dutch family side survived winter famine in Dub 2. That's probably why.
I stand ready.
That's probably why I play Orc 2 for the Hoarder. That makes sense. Yeah, creeping to level 6. Giant map, creep to level 6. No reason to fight at all. I don't know why he TP'd. I think he saw... Oh, I know why. He saw me on a sentry ward. You see all the sentry wards on the map? Like here, and then like 4 more white dots. He knew he wanted to contest me from his own base's side, so he could get like a healing up. And he tried to beat me to the Ogre Lord and be in a good position to defend and whatnot. But I already got the Ogre Lord and then I left. He went over 50 pop. Oh no, actually, 40 population is the cap for upkeep. We're both over 40, aren't we? Or am I not? I feel like I don't have that much. Wait, let me count. 5. I had 9 archers. 1 just died to creeps. Anyone could lose creeps. Can lose units to creeps now and then. So I have 9 archers. 9 times 2, 18 heroes. No, actually, I'm 40. I was 40 pop capping. Yeah, he went over 40 much faster, so I saved money. You don't want Orb of Fire on Demon. It has a bad interaction with Metamorphosis Projectile. What about Orb of Venom, Ixot? What does it do? I know there was something bad or weird about Venom Orb on meta, but generally I just keep it anyway because Orb of Venom is so good. Oh, I'm in a Reign of Chaos? Oh. StarCraft 2 players in Stormgate keep losing shit to creeps as well? Really? They can't creep like we do. Oh, I am making Huntresses! I am diversifying my army. I do not remember any of this. This is so cool to see. Imagine if you guys could see back your prom in high school. See back your prom or varsity homecoming, king, whatever kind of stuff. I don't know what y'all got there in Kekona land. If you could see your performance there again, or like your high school play. That's like what this is like for me.
Your building is complete.
They'll be so cringe. Yeah, I'm cringing a bit too. I nearly lost to creep camps. I lost units to creep camps. Stop it, I was very cringe. What year was this game? 2003. Yo, I got so many big items. Periaptive Vitality. No, Periaptive Health it's called. I have mastered Cyclone Talents. I have 3 types of units. He only has archers. Here we go, Metamorphosis! I just turned it on right away. Oh my god, meta, let's go. Oh, he's got it too. Mana burn 150, why not? Roar? Holy shit. I'm gonna say, I feel like Priestess is better, right? And he feels like that, but Keeper constantly has Force of Nature, which helps creeping. In a way, Keeper is better than... Dude, we're losing so much. I don't think I have enough heal scroll. Cyclone Priestess. True Shot remains, by the way. I should have Cycloned the Demon, not the Priestess, what? Micro's kind of shit, not gonna lie. I keep hitting his Demon Hunter. What's the point of dropping his Demon to 500 health? I wasted a lot of damage there. We both lost nearly everything. I am some population ahead. What the hell? I still have 2 charges of Cyclone on my Demon Hunter. Why didn't I cast it before on his meta demon to prevent him from wrecking my army? Passive Cyclone wand. Luckily, I never am passive with items anymore in 2024. That's a long level entangle. Oh, there we go, Cyclone. Do this around, do this around. This guy doesn't even know how to surround. Just hoping that the units auto-assemble. Dude, surround! Oh my god, dude, we were so bad. I literally don't know. Oh my god. And this is what? This is like 1 year of Warcraft 3 experience. We were so casual. That's when I decided I need Raiders. No, I don't think Raiders would have helped either. Cyclone's already here. The game was new, yeah, it was like a year. I mean, you didn't see anyone else doing it, so you don't know that it should be the standard, you know? You have to be like extremely freaking visionary to understand that more can be done. You should do more right now. Like the moment you think you're kind of like really good, you're not. Most people don't think like, oh, I should be even better. Like nobody was doing a lot of surrounds, I guess. Yeah, I remember back when surrounding was like a go-to move. You would put them in skill compilations. Yeah. Tranquility, let's go. Look, back then Tranquility still had Keeper recasting his animation over and over, see? He actually thought that he could detonate cancel my Tranquility, did you see that? He detonated a Wisp on my Keeper. It was years before people figured out you could pull creeps in Dota. Yeah, probably. It looks like he keeps casting Entangle, but that's his continuing animation for Tranquility. It lasts forever, by the way. Do you think you could easily beat yourself in that version of the game? Of course! Our mechanics are way better now than they were back then. This guy doesn't even surround ESO.nl Grubby. I like the recast animation. Yeah, me too. Do you plan on continuing playing Chronicles of the Second War? No, I think I'm done with it. I don't finish campaigns. I get bored of them. Even if they're really good. Pre-streaming knowledge didn't disseminate nearly as fast. Yeah, that's true. Streaming... I mean, most of the quality knowledge you got was from LAN tournaments. And this was my first. And I didn't really have a lot of contacts yet. So you would really need to like schmooze up a bit. I say that now, but I didn't even know that word then. And I definitely didn't think about stuff like that. He has expansion, I don't. By watching other players and by talking to other players, you would eventually learn extra tricks and skills. And they would learn from you. And when you watch replays, you didn't understand how they did things, yeah. What I am seeing is that I'm not auto-casting Fairy Fire on these creeps. So that's nice at least. Alright. I know how to turn off and turn on auto-cast. Do I personally know Happy? Yeah, of course. I recruited him into my team at EG Warcraft team in 2008. I was in a team with him for a year. Married for a year with him. Happy for a week. No pun intended. Very skilled, but a bit difficult to work with. Yo, we blew up his tree with sappers. Don't tell me I'm gonna use the sapper on the wisps. Oh, I threatened it and he auto-detonated. Spontaneous combustion. What is the best thing about being teammates with Happy? His skill. Very skillful. So you watch him playing against Korean Night Elf, like Moon or Soccer or something, and you think he's probably gonna win. That's a great feeling to have in a teammate. Where you look at them and you don't have to worry about their drive because he's motivated. You don't have to worry about their skill because he's insane. That was the greatest thing. The hardest thing was you don't know if he's gonna want to show up because he doesn't like playing against Asians online because of the ping. Some things never change. Was what is obvious back then, Ixot? Did you play Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2 as well? I've never played Warcraft 1. I don't know what I was doing. Other games. I would have to like check out which games came out in 95 to find out why I didn't play Warcraft 1. Warcraft 2 was our first Blizzard game. No, I never I mean, I think I've listened to Warcraft 1 OST before, but it doesn't hit me the same. I think it's not as good and less nostalgia. Alright, so I've killed his Tree of Life and I'm making my own and he's making his. Epic game. This map, by the way, is called Tranquil Paths. And there are 4 islands you can only reach by Zeppelin. And when you go there, you can expand. There's a gold mine there. Yeah, just parade your keeper into Demon Hunter and get mana burned. Oh, where's Tranquility? Oh no, I'm throwing. Yo, the Huntress is actually tanking archers like mad. Not such a bad investment, actually. Quite a tank. It took like 3 full archer salvos. The treants are very useful from the looks of it. Oh, Starfall! Wait, am I just... Oh my god, I'm just right-clicking the bottom. But I got him though. That's good. He just Starfalls. YOLO! And I just right-click him. Lost every single archer, but the bottom died. These are the stuff legends are made of, guys. These fights... This was some of the best. But I should say, not the best. You know why? Because neither of us won ESWC 2003. Spoiler. SK dominated this event. He-Man, Insomnia, Mew, Mad Frog, Fatsy. SK was such a cool clan. They were kind of bad boys, kind of BM. I was kind of BM sometimes too. I saw them as the bad boys, but I guess they were just our rivals. They had the most popular gaming forums as well, skgaming.com.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I was about to watch the 2K3 finals, thanks for the spoilers. Yeah, I'm sure. SK's EG? No, SK is SK. They're still around, actually. SK Mad Frog. Even just the way that he wrote his name was so cool. Mew wasn't a bad boy, lol. No, he was actually very much not a bad boy, and I've got a story to tell about him. At ESWC 2003, there were 2 group stages, as was the habit for ESWC. There would always be a group stage with 6 players per group, and that would be group stage on day 1. And then on day 2, all the top 2s from the group got put into new groups of 6 once again. And the bottom 4 are eliminated. So group stage 2 was far harder, obviously, because it's all top 2s from all the groups. You get put into another group of 6, and again, top 2 will pass to the bracket phase. I kind of like the format. Mew was in a group with several SK players. And in those days, everything was so grassroots and new that a lot of people didn't have experience running competitions. So they just did a random draw who plays each other first, and then they would just leave it to luck. Nowadays, when you have teammates or friends, people that have a known connection or affiliation, so teammates, friends, family, if you happen to be in the same group, they have you play first to reduce the chances of collusion, because you don't know if you're going to win against the randos from the group yet, so you probably wouldn't dare colluding with teammates. You have to beat each other first, then try to figure out if you can pass the group. But if you have people with a known affiliation play against each other later in the group, for example Lost, and they do the maths and they see, hey, we could both make bread here if I let you win. I won everything, I let you win. Now you won against me and that's good enough for you to pass. We're friends, we're passing together. I have never done that, but in order to avoid it, they try to make sure teammates would not face each other last. And in fact, they did not do that during this tournament yet. And SK actually had a chance to collude. And it was kind of public info that they were trying to do that. Allegedly, okay? My ass, they're not gonna sue me. It was public info. And so they asked Miyu to throw the game against, I believe, Insomnia. And the whole SK team, all the players tried to pressure him to be a team guy, take one for the team, and throw it. And you know why? Miyu already got eliminated. He had nothing left to gain. There was no prize money, there was no advancement, nothing. I would do it to help a friend.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Yeah, that's... I find that immoral, Snowhawk. But I know that's how the world sometimes works. I think it's the best to not leave it up to you and to just make sure that it cannot happen by making these players play each other first. I think the avoidance of such conflicted interest decisions are the best, so that we never need to find out that you are immoral. I think that's the best. I wouldn't say immoral. Yes, it is. I think it is immoral because in competitions you sign for playing your best always, playing your intentional best always. And if you're letting a teammate win, that is the opposite. That's the same as throwing and match fixing. And match fixing is scandalous and bad for the sport and will actually reduce credibility of the sport, therefore killing the sport. So you're literally killing the sport if you do that. People will not like to know it. You are not just helping a friend, you're also disadvantaging another fair competitor. So it is immoral. But anyway, two trees are slapping each other hard, which is pretty cool. I feel like my tree is bigger. Well, isn't mine bigger? I think I've got a bigger tree. Yeah, I'm Eternity, he's Aegis. So I've had Cyclone and I've had Marksmanship all along, and he hasn't. Pretty cheeky of me to land my tree there and try to take over his. Anyway, here's what happened. Miyu had no chance of advancing, and they asked him to just throw the match so that another SK buddy could go through. And he simply said no, played his best, beat his teammate, and eliminated his teammate. So they were eliminated together.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
So now he's in trouble politically with his own team. But he was the moral guy, and I will never forget that respect that I gained for him then for what he did. That's a fair competition guy. He cock-blocked his own teammate in pressure of the whole team. It's very rude to force that on a teammate. Of course! There were dicks asking him that. This should never happen. And they probably asked him overtly. Some may try to covertly joke about it, that it would be advantageous. It would still be wrong. All of it is wrong. It's all wrong. Oh, look, we're going to the island. Intox is going to the island. Cool. Did they kick him off the team after? Nope. I don't think so. Yeah, in the SK times, I was 4K. If you decided to test a new strategy in such a match, would it be considered a giveaway? Yeah, of course. Look, only you know in your heart for literal if you threw or not. And there were no rules set up to punish such a thing. Just public shaming, which you can just ignore, I guess. Oh cool, he's expanding on the island.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Miyu was SK forever. It actually happens in real sports too. Look at World Cup football. In World Cup football, once you are 2-0 in group and you're gonna advance, you use lineup B for the third match. That is technically... Yo, thanks, Limonade, bro.
41.
That is technically a strategical play because you are resting your top players and preventing injuries. So there's actually a very normal, explainable incentive for it. That does not mean collusion or anything like that.
Sacred grove is being desecrated.
Do you watch football or only World Cup football? I don't watch any of it, but I'm aware that people use B lineups when they've already advanced. And it just makes sense, because you don't want your top guy to get a red card or an injury. It's for your own interest, so it's not immoral. But it's still extremely unlucky for someone that was hoping for your victory. And you can make it look innocent in esports as well. play some build and then later explain, oh, I don't think the build was good. Like, if you want to make it happen, you could make it happen. And unless someone has total absolute power over deciding whether you colluded or not, they're not going to be able to prove it, probably. There was a one-on-one in the Bet Boom Dota tournament. The winner would play against Spirit next and lose. Both guys refused to play and it went to a coin toss. Yeah, I heard about that. I think as a tournament org, you need to provision for that happening. You say in the rules, if both teams fighting a tiebreaker decide it's in their advantage to lose the match, they will instead play the tiebreaker for second place in the match. So that instead of winning for the right to be in the winner spot, you win for the right to be in the loser spot. That way you still create incentive and you allow them to to play seriously. The crowd gets their match, tension is high, but you do it instead to dodge Team Spirit, who accidentally lost in groups. Or you can just prevent the whole thing and say you win the right to choose, which is probably cleaner and prevents that problem already. Anyway, this game is pretty damn sick. 31 minutes. We've seen loads of Starfalls. Banter! Nice item, thanks. You didn't see it, did you? Didn't see what? Oh, Inferno Stone. Oh, yes, Scout Owl. He saw me pick up Inferno Stone. Dude, how are we bantering? We're in a super serious tournament game. How can we be talking? Looks like I was more chill my first tournament than like my fifth. I was too relaxed. I was still having fun with it. Intox didn't care, he had a girlfriend. Yeah. Don't care, still had sex. Looks like he had 1 million bases. I have 2 bases now. And a couple of Moonwells still left. Yeah, I'm sending talents to harass his Zeppelin. Let's go. Intox was the guy that abused mass AOWs. Yep, and I copied his style a bit. Realized I didn't really like it, mass talents. I had a strat, mass Ancients of War. I saw him play that in all the tournaments, mass Ancients of War against Insomnia. Oops, I just lost 4 units on the island. What the fuck is this? Lol. I just dropped 3 archers and a talent trying to kill his Zeppelin. Lost all of it and laughed.
Everybody's happy.
Who was better in his prime, Showtime or Moon? Well, Moon, of course, but Showtime was the early goat, the early legend, right?
By the great winds I come.
I tried Intox's strategy, Mass Ancients of War, and I was like, man, this is cool, but I don't think it's my favorite. I did it sometimes, but I had a better style in my opinion.
The good old days, D.
And then I made this account. I was trying to get 100 wins, 0 losses. And when I was at 98-0, I was like, I should experiment. I should try Intox's style instead of my own. And then I lost, and I was so angry with myself. I was like, why are you experimenting at 98-0? I wanted to get 100-0. Uh-oh! Oh my god. When did you switch to Orc? Well, I was Orc before Night Elf in Reign of Chaos, but then I always lost to Bears and Demon Hunter, and then I was like, I should go Night Elf. And then I lost to Human, I was like, I should go Human. And then TFT came out, I was like, okay, I can play Orc again. Yo, he got dropped from the Zeppelin, he's super slow. Final moment. Hey, why am I not entangling the Priestess to cancel Starfall ever? Got Metamorphosis again. There we go. Inferno Stone to finish him off. GG smiley face. Cool. Wow.
Let's say you always beat your teammate on training and you always lose versus the other guy. Is
Yeah.
it not in your interest to make your teammate pass the turn to increment your possibility to win?
Yeah, technically it would be in your interest, but the spirit of competition, if you feel like you embody the fair spirit of competition, normally you can't ever let someone win, even if it's in your interest. But yeah, in a hypothetical situation where only your own interests matter, and it's as long as you make self-serving decisions, like letting someone win that couldn't possibly beat you later, so that he can beat someone that you couldn't possibly beat, and then you beat the guy back, so the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Technically, hypothetically, that seems like a normal self-motivated decision that wouldn't be, let's say, in an isolated case immoral, so long as you don't think about anyone else. Because it's self-serving, therefore you're not throwing, and essentially you're letting him win, but it's like short-term throwing for long-term winning. But I think you should always play to win, and I've never been able to let myself do that. Even when I saw, if I win this match here, I will have an easier match. I should lose it. And then I can never make myself do it. Because it's toxic, it's poison to my mindset to ever let anyone win in a competition. Because I'm afraid it's going to poison me and that I will feel slightly less try-hard later in another match. But I see what you're saying. Cool blast from the past. Playing against a guy with a girlfriend.